What's going on, folks? Welcome to the latest edition of Nintendo Enthusiast Week in Review. It is I, Shawn Long, and we had a pretty busy week in the world of Nintendo this past week. So, without any further ado, let's jump into this past week's news. Alright, so if you're a subscriber to our YouTube page or you keep a close eye on it, which you might as well subscribe if you're stalking me, you may have noticed that I got my greasy mitts on Mario Party 10 early. I did an unboxing, I uploaded some gameplay footage, so with the review coming out Monday, I thought I'd just share a little info on the game with you guys. As far as the game is concerned, it's pretty decent. I definitely like the high quality Mario amiibo that comes with it. It's very high quality, especially compared to even the Smash Brothers line amiibo. And that's a good thing if you're an amiibo collector or whatnot. I'm not, I just like the functionality. The functionality in this game is pretty solid as well. It's definitely probably, I would say it's the best use of amiibo so far. Is it perfect? No. There's a lot of issues with it. There's a lot of design issues that I really didn't care for and questionable decision making, but we'll cover that more so in the review. The game does offer a lot of content. It is a lot of fun when you have a lot of, friends over or whatnot. There's a lot of different game modes, and it's pretty cool. The new Bowser mode's pretty fun, but there's definitely a lot of shortcomings with the game. It's not a perfect game, and you'll see more about that in my review, but I just want to share kind of a few thoughts with you guys before the review goes live on Monday. So there's a new Jam and Earl game in development, and as an old Sega head, I was pretty hyped about this. I love Jam and Earl, the original. The sequel was even good. Even the Xbox game was good. So when I saw this, I was very pleased to see that Jam and Earl was back. It's on Kickstarter right now, and they finally given the stretch goals to what, how much money it'll take to get games on the console. $600,000 for PS4, $700,000 for Xbox One, $800,000 for Wii U. Why bother? Why bother? I mean, if it's a game that's developed in Unity, it's easy to port. Why does each thing cost $100,000 extra? Like, there's tons of companies that just do it just to do it, like Curve Studios, who bring PS4 games and whatnot to the Wii U. So I don't really understand why $200,000 is needed from the PS4 to the Wii U version of the game, especially if you're developing it on a platform like Unity. Maybe I'm just assuming too much. $800,000 is way too much money, and it kind of sucks because I really feel like we're not going to see Jam and Earl on the Wii U with that stretch goal. So, it should have just been all together, PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, one stretch goal, and it would have been a lot more easily attainable. I don't really feel that the Wii U version should be the most costly, especially with a game like Jam and Earl, which will probably be very successful on the Wii U. So, whatever. I won't be pledging to your Kickstarter just because I don't think it's attainable. Sorry.
This week's Retro Game of the Week is brought to you by PunchOutGaming.com. From retro gaming to modern, PunchOutGaming.com has you covered. Join their Facebook group for the best sales as well. Link in description.
So if you've liked my Facebook page or follow me on Twitter, you actually have a chance to win this week's Retro Game of the Week. It was a third-party GameCube game, and nobody guessed it. Nobody even came close. A lot of you guys were guessing, top-tier games, and you should know that I kind of like under-the-radar games. So this week's Retro Game of the Week is Batman Vengeance on the GameCube. Yes, a good Batman game on the GameCube. If you're a fan of the animated series from 1992 like I am, you'll love this game. All the voice actors are here. It actually plays and looks and feels a lot like the cartoon series. The game is actually broken up into different episodes almost. It's almost like episodic content. Each episode has its own boss character and is focused on its own villain. It's a very cool game. It's a little dated in the graphics department. The controls do take a little bit to get used to, but for $7 to $10 on eBay, this is a great game to pick up if you're a fan of Batman games, and especially if you're a fan of the 1992 animated series like I am. So NPD numbers came out and the 3DS destroyed everything. It even managed to outsell the mighty PS4, being the top-selling system for the month of February in North America. That's pretty damn crazy. A lot of those sales, according to Nintendo, were from the new 3DS line as well, which is good because, a lot of people were worried that consumers wouldn't be able to find the new 3DS or whatnot, so that's very key. Also worth noting is that the top-selling overall game, Majora's Mask 3DS, which is pretty impressive because you had games like Evolve coming out that were multi-platform releases, and the way NPD works is they take all of the sales for all of the platforms together for one game and combine it into one. So Majora's Mask sold about 500,000 copies, and that outsold every version of Evolve combined. That's pretty impressive. The number 10 selling overall game was Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Edition, which is great to see because, you know, Capcom's been kind of, you know, big on sales figures lately. So for a single SKU game like Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Edition to do very well in the NPD, that's a very good thing. Wii U system sales were kind of quiet. It was up 20% over last year, which isn't a lot, but you know, that's kind of to be expected. Nintendo's obviously putting a strong emphasis in the first half of the year on the 3DS, and especially with the new 3DS, you know, they want to get content out for that, like Codename Steam and whatnot. So, all in all, very good. Amiibo sales were up. Nintendo's just, you know, raking in money right now, and Nintendo's in a very good position. It's very positive to see the new 3DS succeeding as well as it has been, and it's a system I really enjoy. So Sega and Game Freak have been working on an unannounced game that was coming to a multitude of systems. So naturally people thought, you know, this will come to a Nintendo system. Game Freak, you know, of course makes Pokemon. Sega still supports Nintendo platforms. But we found out it's not. Tembo the Badass Elephant is not coming to a Nintendo platform. It's going to PS4, Xbox One, and Steam. Now why is that, you would say? You know, there has to be a logical reason for that. Maybe financially it wasn't there or whatnot. But actually the reason that was given is pretty interesting. Game Freak's director said that they made a poster for the game, you know, way back when they were first just doing conceptual art for the game. And on the bottom he put available for PS4, Xbox One, and Steam. And he liked how much that looked that he just decided that that would be the 3 platforms that the game would come out for. I understand artistic freedom and I understand, you know, expressing your artistic things, and that's kind of cool that, you know, you're sticking with that. But come on, man, this is business. Like, oh god, questionable decisions from Sega should not be a surprise to anyone. So I don't know, the game does look kind of interesting. Maybe I'll check it out on another platform, but you know, that's very questionable and kind of short-sighted in my opinion. Pretty interesting though. What do you guys think of that? Let me know in the comments. Alright, so the last bit of news is something coming out of Curve Studios. As you guys know, Olly just released on the Wii U and the 3DS as the first third-party cross-buy title. So a lot of people were looking towards that, you know, how is that going to do? Is it going to be something that's successful so we can see more developers do it? And Curve Studios says that the game is selling very well and they are very pleased with the sale. So, you know, shout out to all you guys. I reviewed that game. I thought it was really fun. You know, I used to skate when I was younger. I still kind of push the wood a little bit every now and then. So it's a very fun game. It's a very throwback to the old sort of arcade skateboarding games, but good job supporting that game. Hopefully we start seeing more cross-buy titles from other third-party companies as well. Alright, and that's going to do it for this week's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to our page, leave me a comment below, and check out the website, man. We've got so many reviews going up left and right. It's crazy. We got Try and Enhanced Edition just dropped, and we did a review for that. Codename Steam review is up. Mario Party 10 will be up on Monday. So if you want to stay up to date with all the Nintendo news, reviews, interviews, we've got some interviews coming in the pipeline that will really surprise you guys. You know, make sure you're checking us out, man. We're trying to make noise in the industry, and you know, we feel like we're doing a good deed and we're doing a good thing. Also, check out all the Mario Party 10 videos I've uploaded. Check out Jason's stuff at PAX East with people like Jules Watchum's Affordable Space Adventures. So many good interviews on there with exclusive content, so make sure you guys check that out. I'll see you guys next week. I'm working on a video that I've been teasing on the Facebook page, so an underrated Nintendo handheld. If you got a keen eye, you might be able to see what handheld that is. Alright, I'll see you guys next week. Later.